So I'm in the backseat with this dude, and he's going ahead and getting driven home by the dude that's driving, obviously. And me and him start like doing in this man's backseat while he's driving.
Steadfast, my brothers, for the abyss we call the streets continue to regurgitate these disease-ridden 304s into our midst.
I think body count matters, so
I don't know if that's entirely misogynistic, but that's kind of unpleasant to hear, that men's value is somehow based in other things.
we all make judgments, whether you guys want to admit it or not. We all make judgment calls when it comes to potential partners.
I think I'm gonna stay silent. I don't want to promote further discussion. Thank you.
The modern Western prototype, who has no respect, virtue, or even an ounce of restraint. So driven by the primitive, instinctual part of their cognitive mind to quench a never-ending sex drive, they are willing to have erotic encounters publicly in the back of dirty Uber Toyotas. If only Sigmund Freud could see his id theory fully recognized.
My body count is 10.
Oh, damn. Okay, so here's the real question. Do I lie or do I say the truth?
You could divide by 3.
Nah. Okay, yeah. Mine's, I think it's like... Steady. 13, I would say.
Damn.
This, my comrades, is why you must test the waters for new, greener pastures. Think about it. The Asian Polynesians conquered the Pacific Islands, thousands of miles of open Pacific, using just small canoes, the stars, birds, and 1 quart of Captain Morgan Spice rum, all in the epic quest for a better life and breeding ground for high-quality tenderloin. Yet you won't even leave the comfort of your couch to get a passport and claim what is rightfully yours. Blasphemy. Well, let us hear the tale of another modern 304 and her salacious adventures. Now, before we go any further into this rabbit hole, Lord Destro requires you to push that like button and smash that bell in the name of Cobra, and leave a comment below to appease the nosy algo, because as we all know, Big Brother is always watching. Now let the Jubakari commence.
Our future rests with Destro now.
So I'm in the backseat with this dude, and he's going ahead and getting driven home by the dude that's driving, obviously. And me and him start like doing in this man's backseat while he's driving. Crazy. It was New Year's. I had a lot to drink. I was off the brown liquor. I was off so many brown liquors. Like it was intense. Why did I do it to do with him? Girl, I was drunk. Period. I was drunk. I don't even know the man's name.
First off, don't put that evil on brown liquor, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
Notice how she has to attribute her sorry behavior to some sort of alcohol-impaired avatar, because she is pure, and obviously, it can only be these demonic spirits that compel her to spread eagle like she was auditioning for the latest Bang Bus video. The ability to bob and weave accountability and compartmentalize reality is the reason these modern women have evolved or adapted so perfectly to the Western matrix. Now what if this is your woman or future prospect coming home to you after a girl's night out with some suspicious white residue in her hair and on her cheeks? Oh yeah, before I forget, make sure you invest in a black light for your bedroom. Only some will understand the relevance. Also, let us not forget, she is spreading eagle with a man that she doesn't even know his name. My comrades, can you honestly believe that this same entity will be responsible enough to tell this random man or men to put a magnum on? Well, when you're screaming in pain while taking your morning pee-pee, just remember midstream that your grace, Lord Destro warned you.
But he's fussing the driver. He's like, oh, are y'all serious right now? Like, me and my girl ain't even get up in here. Like, are y'all really serious right now? He proceeds to drop the dude off. He looks at me. Now I'm gonna show you something.
Wait a minute. I'm getting mixed up as well. We all need some clarification for all this pig Latin 304 Nancy is spitting.
So what happened was, there was a guy, he went ahead and he wanted to drive his friend home, and he asked if I wanted to come, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come. And then me and his friend are in the back seat, and then we end up, doing a do.
Okay. She went out with her male quote-unquote friend. Let's call him Kevin. Kevin also brought his friend. Let's call him Nathaniel. Kevin said, I will drop you off, 304 Nancy, but let me drop off my friend Nathaniel first. Kevin sat in the front passenger seat of the Uber, while 304 Nancy sat in the back seat with Nathaniel, who she doesn't know from Adam. Did you catch that? 304 Nancy proceeds to spread eagle in the back seat of the Uber with Nathaniel. Well, obviously because she's a 304. The Uber driver drops off Nathaniel after his epic money shot in her hair and some secondary molar lower jaw cream pie action. Then, Kevin wants to join in on all of the Bang Bus backseat action, so he invites her to his house. Okay, sweet. Are we all up to speed?
And then the driver, which is the guy who's in the back seat, that's his friend. We'll call him Nathaniel. So you have Nathaniel and then you have Kevin. Kevin and Nathaniel are friends. I ended up fucking Nathaniel in Kevin's back seat. And then Kevin looks at me and was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, me and my girl didn't get fucking here. So he was like, I'm gonna show you something. And then he went ahead and proceeded to bring me to his house after he dropped Nathaniel off. That is what happened.
Okay, so 304 Nancy, how did the night end exactly? The Destro army is fully engaged and intrigued.
A few moments later.
Brings me to his house. We do the do. This man got kids and he got a whole girl. Did I forget to mention that? But then he drops me off at home. He picks up my friend. My friend, him and his girl, they went back to his place. I ain't even gotta say what happened, y'all.
Don't worry, young 304. You have done enough. Now run along back to the purgatory realm, which we call the streets, and wash that white residue out of your hair. So basically, after sleeping with Nathaniel in the back seat, she then goes to Kevin's house for another spread eagle session. Kevin then proceeds to drop her off at her house and then picks up her best friend, who is another female. Let's call her Tanya. Kevin then calls his own baby mother. And then he brings 304 Nancy's best friend and his own baby mother back to his house to have a threesome. Oof, hold on, let me rub my passport and throw some salt behind my back. Is this the type of chaos you want to sign up for or be associated with? Is this woman supposed to speak for you and also be your diplomat when you are not present? Are these the types of modern women that you would trust to nurture and raise your children? Blasphemy. In the coming days, some hard decisions will have to be made. These conventions or rituals you have been taught, like monogamy, Western marriage, alimony, and judge-ordained child support, will have to be thoroughly analyzed. Are they still effective or worth the risk? What is clear to your grace, Lord Destro, is that the glorious passport bros have already deciphered the code to the land of milk and tenderloin. Step 1. Acquire modest, feminine, virtuous women from other markets and borders. Step 2. Use economical leverage and the strong backhand of ice cold pimping to silence the poltergeist of hypergamy. But ignore the gospel of Lord Destro at your own peril. But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So evil, Lord Destro has spoken.